Tariff war raised by Donald Trump has brought turbulence in the world economy. This news has been surfing on the internet like fire. Reciprocal tariffs has taken its policy by storm. Hello lovely viewers, my name is Sahil Raza and you are watching Unstoppable Vlogs. If you're new to this channel, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel because on this channel we produce content on current affairs and try to facilitate your understanding on it. In this video, I'm going to be talking about one hot topic that has become an international issue. That is none other than tariff war. Let us understand and dive deep into the concepts of the so-called reciprocal tariff in detail. Reciprocal tariffs are nothing but measures designed by one country in order to match and bring equality in terms of trade. This is done by matching import duties that are imposed by other countries. This aims to ensure that no other country takes undue advantage of low tariffs while they are imposing a hefty tariff on imports. By hearing all of this, and if you have understood the concept of this so-called reciprocal tax or tariff, you would have noticed one thing, that by putting these reciprocal tariffs on imported products, it leads to inflation in the country. It leads to the price that are imported. It leads to the price of the products that are imported from the country skyrockets. Then why do some countries still put and insist on putting these reciprocal tariffs? Well, you're very right on this point, but it has some reasons and factors behind. It has some aims that a country, by putting tariffs on imported products, tries to achieve. Such as, let's suppose I'm a person who has established industry in my own country and I produce some products. Now, my commodities will only be bought by consumers if the demand of my product is there in the economy. But the very same product is also imported from other countries which are available in the same market as my products in the cheaper price. Right? It's a human tendency to fall for things that are cheaper and available and that are good to use. Similarly, most of the countries' economy or businesses are going out of use or order just because imported price or imported products are taking place of the products that are produced domestically. This leads to harm the economy as a whole. This leads to harm the domestic business. So government takes this action in the direction of sustaining its domestic businesses in order to promote domestic products. Therefore, imposing tariffs is important. Now, if that's very clear to you, let us move to know that why and what will be its effects on humans like us. Why should we be worried about it, and how can this tariff war influence the people, influence the life of common people like us? Well, to know this, I would have to teach you or tell you in bullet points. First point to notice is that higher prices of the imported products. Let's suppose India imports apple from America. Now, America puts reciprocal tariff on those imports of apples. Now, Indians will have to pay more price on that imported apples, which will become expensive. It puts unnecessary burden of inflation on human beings. It will lead to less spendings on apples, hence less in demand. The second is less competition. Imagine if products are not imported from the country, domestic business people will only have to compete with people inside of the country, right? Which leads them to keep the price of the product as per their wish. Competition in the market pressurizes each of the businessmen to reduce their price to boost their sales. If there is no competition, the price of the product will be as according to the wish of the business people. Second of all, many of the industries manufactures their product by using the raw material that are imported by another country. Now, there is a tariff on the imported products. The raw material is expensive. Hence, manufacturers will basically shift the burden of this expense on consumers. It's one of the major drawbacks, according to me, that I personally as a person, as a common person of India, will have to face in my future. Let's suppose I go to the market and now I come to see that market has very less choices of products, less options to offer me. Why so? Because imported goods have become expensive. Indian consumers do not like to buy expensive products. We want cheaper products with a good quality. Imported goods provide you exactly that. It's one of the major drawbacks is less choices of products. When I go to the market now, imported goods have become expensive. Therefore, retailers have started to not stock many of the expensive products because they know that consumer of India does not demand for an expensive product. They want products at a cheaper price with a good quality. Now, it has ultimately impacted my choice. It has limited my options of product. Second of all, which I believe, it has reduced my purchasing power. A product that I used to earlier purchase for 100 rupees now has spiked to 150 rupees for the very same product. Isn't that a beautiful drawback? Well, to know more about it and to watch such more videos, keep watching my videos and share it with those people, those who think that it can add up some value to their knowledge.